They won't let me finish. They're manifesting.
If you guys do it again, let me mute you guys.
Yeah. Sahih Bukhari, volume 4, number 353. Narrated Abu Huraira, the Prophet said, a prophet amongst the prophets carried out a holy military expedition. So he said to his followers, anyone who has married a woman and wants to consummate the marriage and has not done so yet should not accompany me, nor should a man who has built a house but has not completed its roof, nor a man who has sheep or she-camels and is waiting for the birth of their young ones. So the Prophet carried out the expedition, and when he reached that town at the time, or nearly at the time of the Asr prayer, he said to the son, O son, you are under Allah's order, and I'm under Allah's order. O Allah, stop the sun from setting. It was stopped till Allah made him victorious. Then he collected the booty, and the fire came to burn it, but it did not burn it. He said to the men, some of you have stolen something from the booty, so one man from every tribe should give me a pledge of allegiance by shaking hands with me. They did so, and the hand of a man got stuck over the hand of their prophet. Then that prophet said to the man, the theft has been committed by your people, so all the persons of your tribe should give me the pledge of allegiance by shaking hands with them. The hands of 2 or 3 men got stuck over the hand of their prophet. He said, you have committed the theft. Then they brought a head of gold, like the head of a cow, and put it there, and the fire came and consumed the body. The prophet added, then Allah saw our weakness and disability, so he made booty legal for us. Here, Sahih Bukhari, your prophet confirms Deuteronomy 20, verses 1 to 9, which you just attacked earlier, meaning you're better than your prophet.
I didn't hear the murder or the rape.
7, don't interrupt me, buddy.
Where was the rape? Where's the murder or the rape?
Oh, it's absent.
Where was it? Where was it? You didn't say any of that.
When he goes,
why are you off cam? Why are you off cam? Show your face when you say it.
Yeah, why don't you show your face?
Show your face when you say it.
You guys got destroyed. Glory to Jesus, got destroyed. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah.
All right, Jake, finish up here, and then we'll move on to the next topic.
Glory to Christ.
And then Dan, I know you said you have to go right at 8:30. You have to pray.
Yeah, I have to pray pretty soon. So
okay.
Are we finishing up?
Yeah, we're finishing up. Yeah, we are finishing up here.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jay.
No, Sam, you can finish that point. You can take the rest of the time.
Oh, well, they're going to manifest because it's time for prayer. So let's see if they can control themselves. Okay, guys, did you hear me read? Nothing in the context makes any exceptions. Muhammad is confirming these stories as found in the Bible. Nothing in the context says that Joshua was told, oh, but spare women and children. They have to read that into it because they got humiliated.
You said you would also read the Quran, so read that in the Quran, please.
Keep manifesting.
So you couldn't read it in the Hadith, and you couldn't read it in the Quran, and you hid your face in shame.
Let him finish, and then we'll make our points.
So now the burden of proof is on Daniel before he goes and prays to Baal. Show me in these passages in Surah Al-Ma'idah 5:20 to 26, Surah Al-Baqarah 2:46 to 2:51, and
listing all of the Quran now.
Can I
doing this again?
Finish my
Let him finish, Ijaz. Let him finish.
Stop foaming, man. I know you're trying to follow the sunnah of your prophet.
So now, following Jesus, who
show me where in those passages your prophet said that when Allah sent Musa and Joshua, that he gave them the orders, spare the women and children, because he quotes them as is, and he confirms the Torah in his possession. So now go ahead, condemn your prophet. Christ wins, Muhammad loses again. Go ahead.
Are you done?
Are you done?
So first of all, you didn't show that the verses of the Quran or the Hadith are condoning rape and murder. That's your first lie.
As found in the Bible.
As found in the Bible. We read verses of the Bible. We'll read it again. Jesus said to Moses, have you let the women live? Now kill every male among the little ones and kill every woman.
With that passage.
Every woman who has known man by lying with him. So basically save the virgins for yourself. That's what Jesus says. And then you can force them to marry you, shave their heads, and humiliate them. This is what we're reading from Numbers. So this is like, you didn't mention any rape. The hadith that Ijaz read earlier says that there's no killing of women and children. Why can't you deal with that? We don't read one hadith and say that one hadith that you read.
Let me do it.
See, we didn't interrupt you, right?
Okay, good. No, he actually Hijaz did, so stop lying.
And we told him not to. I told him not to.
But he kept doing it. He kept manifesting Muhammad. You want me to give me a minute? Watch what I do with Numbers 31. I'll bury your argument.
Well, put the camera back on and say that to my face.
Yeah. Oh, a little short guy like you need Daniel to help you.
I'm still the image of your God, isn't it?
Guys, we'll just move on because I can see that this isn't going to, you guys are just going to keep going in a circle. It's fine.
Well, Sam shouldn't be a bit.
Let me just go on. I'll read
The point was that there's no passage in the Quran, there's no verse that condones genocide. Whereas we read the explicit words of Jesus saying to go and kill the babies. You can't. How are you coping with this? It's all just a cope from Sam, and it looks silly. So you didn't quote anything. We quoted you the hadith that says don't kill women and children. We don't just take the Quran, we take the Quran and Sunnah. So when you cite one hadith, you didn't show where that hadith says kill women and children. Okay. You didn't show that. Where does the hadith say kill women and children? Don't just filibuster and pretend we're not going to notice. Don't pretend we're not going to notice that nothing that you read says kill women and children. Where does it say? Where does it say kill women and children? Where does it say kill women and children?
And that's fine. Can I answer you their question? I know you don't know logic and you want to shift the burden of proof. You quoted hadith where your prophet said it, but there's the same hadith that says that if women and children are killed, they are of them. It's in Sahih Muslim. I mentioned it, but you
read the full chapter. Read the full chapter. Read the whole thing.
The chapter heading says the unlawful. The chapter reads the prohibition of killing women and children, and it was not a permission to kill women and children. It was a category of whether they're polytheists or not.
We're going to move on because we're just going to move on. There's a question here for Team Islam.
Run with Daniel.
There's a question. A follow-up for Team Islam.
I'll be like your wife then. No?
You claim the Quran was created.
Oops. Not that one. The one you beat. The one that you assaulted in front of kids.
Let me just read this. A follow-up for Team Islam. You claim the Quran was uncreated and uncreated things knowable. To be clear, do uncreated things share communicable attributes with created things such that we can have knowledge of them? I think that's a question for Team Islam. I'll turn that to Ijaz because he answered the first one.
It's indicative. We can indicate things, but not know the exact essence of them, which is why Allah establishes there is nothing absolutely like him, but he can indicate knowledge which is familiar to us.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Fair enough. So what I'm going to do is and then last one here, one question for Daniel. If your prophet is a representation of what you should be, why don't all Muslims have intercourse with 9-year-olds, and why don't you allow your daughter to get married when she is 6? Do you want to address that? Because there's this.
Yeah, absolutely. I have an entire debate with a Christian on this topic. Aisha, right? And what? Sorry?
On Aisha, if I'm not mistaken, right? The 9-year-old? Is that
age
what they say?
of Aisha, radiallahu anha, the wife of the Prophet, peace be upon him.
Yeah.
This is the number one thing that Christians want to bring up against Islam. And we pointed out in this debate that the Bible has no problem with child marriage. The church actually has no problem with child marriage and actually endorses it with 12 years old or younger. Canon law, Gratian endorses it. And even Jay could not condemn Thomas Aquinas as a pedophile. He condemns him. He condemns him, but he doesn't say that he's a pedophile. So actually within this debate, we've seen plenty of resources within Christianity that child marriage is condoned, it's accepted, and that's the Christian tradition. Now, Christians want to throw their entire Bible, their church tradition in the trash. Go ahead. Muslims, we're consistent. We say that, look, marriage can happen at the age of puberty. When a girl goes through puberty or a boy goes through puberty, then they can get married. And that is what God has allowed. And that's what every culture and religion has practiced historically. It's only become a problem in modern times because of modern educational system that requires you to go through 12 years of education so you can become a wage slave, go and work in the factories, go and work for the industries. So they want to prevent you from getting married younger as a teenager. Instead, they want you to fornicate. They want little girls at 9 years old to fornicate with each other. And a lot of these Christians, they don't have problems with their kids having a girlfriend or boyfriend or experimenting with sex at age 9, 10, 11, 12. That's happening rampant within Western society. All we hear is about how Islam is pedophilic. Well, look at your own societies. Marriage would be the solution to the amount of degeneracy that unfortunately we see in the West. And maybe Jay would agree with me, maybe not Sam, but Jay might agree that marriage can be the solution for a 15-year-old to get married, a 14-year-old to get married. That was certainly the church's position.
Okay. Anything else? All right, that was the last one. So, guys, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I want you guys to all just kind of say where the people can find you, where they can, get your